Hello, boxing aficionados. This is Stacy Dash, and welcome to N.W.J, the world's most dangerous boxing page. At a time where truth is dangerous, Jay pulls no punches. So get your hands up and keep swinging. And don't forget, subscribe. Peace.
Welcome to N.W.J, the world's most dangerous boxing platform. Here to talk about something that I wonder if anybody has contemplated. It's a comparison. Anthony Joshua and Lennox Lewis started off very cool. Anthony Joshua went to visit Lennox Lewis at his house, out of the Olympics. Lennox Lewis was going to handle his career in some type of fashion. Something happened and Lewis felt that he was disrespected before the Klitschko fight. He wasn't let in the dressing room or something. And I heard an interview, a lot of people were thinking Lennox Lewis was jealous of Anthony Joshua's success. That's not it at all. It kind of came down, what it sounded like to me, that Eddie Hearn was afraid at the time that Lewis might step in and take Joshua from him, so he kind of caused a rift between the two. Divide and conquer. You ever heard of that? It's like Lewis said, what would he have to be jealous about? Look at Lewis's accomplishments, Anthony Joshua has yet to accomplish a lot of the things that Lennox Lewis has accomplished. And the main thing that he hasn't accomplished is winning in America. Anthony Joshua can't be considered an all-time great until he has sufficient wins in America. Lennox Lewis came through America like a tsunami, whooping the best heavyweights America had. Evander Holyfield twice, beat the brakes off Mike Tyson. Beat Razor Ruddock, but that was in England. Beat Tommy Morrison. Beat Ray Mercer. So, nearly decapitated Hasim Rahman in the rematch. So, Anthony Joshua is a great fighter. I like the guy. And he just can't be considered on Lennox Lewis's level until he does what Lewis did in America. And I believe that he said he wanted a rematch with Ruiz in America. I guess he wanted to show that, he could do well in the States. But so far, that was his only showing in America, and that was a pretty bad night for him. Now, I think Joshua can do it. When I say can do it, I think he can come to America and go through the American heavyweights. I think he can do it. But he has to forget his loss to Andy Ruiz. He has to let that go, And when he does come to America, he's got to fight the top guys like Lennox Lewis was doing, And that's just all there is to it. It's kind of, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's different fighting in your home stadium as opposed to fighting in the enemy's backyard. That's a different thing. But I know for me, if I was fighting, I'd rather fight in my enemy's territory. It would give me, I'd feed off that energy. Rather, fighting in your home can be kind of a letdown. Everybody's on your side, but you can use all that hatred to your advantage, And once you beat your opponent in their territory, that's added strength you give to yourself. You're like, man, I just went in this dude's backyard and mopped him. So you keep that in mind for your next fight. Your opponent is like, man, this guy, he's doing all this in our country. So they start thinking about it. So Anthony Joshua has to fight in America. And I think he and Tyson Fury are definitely the best heavyweights out there. Definitely the best. Who would win between Fury and Joshua? I favor Joshua, but wouldn't be surprised if Fury won. That's not a political answer. That's just the way it is. Fury's tricky, and Fury's a tough, funny guy. Fury's whole family's tough, like I said before. And Fury's fighting in America. Now Joshua has to fight in America. And once he gets his first win under his belt in America, I think he'll be on a roll, but he has to get that under his belt. You can't just have all your fights in England. I know he fought in Saudi Arabia, but that's still not America. America is where all the great heavyweights come from. Not so much now, but you still have to come make your mark in America. Like I said, Lennox Lewis came through America like a tsunami. Go back and look at it. Anyway, I want to do some different things on this page as opposed to my J. Roos Theory page. Go subscribe to that if you haven't. But I want to have some big interviews, I got something lined up with a director and producer. And he's got some interesting stories you guys might want to hear. So I want to do some interviews on this page, just mix it up a little bit. This is the N.W.J., the world's most dangerous boxing platform. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share. Let's make sure this page takes off like a car with the brakes off. That's bars.